Hi, I'm Ross. Welcome to Dekkoo Digest, your weekly series about movies and shows available on Dekkoo, the only streaming service dedicated to gay men. This week, we're going to discuss Much Ado About Dying, Boyfriends, and Together Alone. Let's get right into it with a clip from Much Ado About Dying.
I've got to use words when I talk to you. That's all the facts when it comes to brass tacks. Birth, population, copulation, and death. Population, yes, but copulation, that's what makes the population.
This is some footage that David had filmed with one of those guys.
Lovely, bubbly, lovely job, you lovely, lovely bubbles.
David was always falling in love with them.
Oh, that was fun.
How fantastic to be in love at the age of 83.
Oh, that was fun.
But I'm not sure how much it was reciprocated.
And they're fun, they play. And life is play.
For one thing, Rodrigo had recently got married to a woman, and they'd only just had a baby daughter.
I'm a bubbly person. And I'm enjoying this afternoon so much.
Rodrigo would always arrive with croissants that I know that he'd just grabbed from the tube station. Oh, it was the most delicious, warm croissant I've ever had. And then he'd send me off to buy toilet rolls and washing up liquid. And when I got back, he'd always complain that I'd got the wrong one. I could never do anything right, and Rodrigo could do no wrong.
The old need the young need the old.
When filmmaker Simon Chambers receives a call from his elderly gay uncle, who states gravely that he thinks he may be dying, he takes it as a summons. As it turns out, eccentric Uncle David, a retired Shakespeare-obsessed actor living alone in a cluttered, mouse-infested house in London, is being dramatic. Sort of. For the next 5 years, Chambers both cares for and documents him through all of his performance, exuberance, anarchic charisma, and mood swings as various people, including a sexy young hustler, possibly trying to take advantage of the precarious situation. As their lives become encumbered by hospital visits, an in-house fire, and Britain's inadequate elder care system, the young filmmaker, also single and queer, reflects with aching honesty on what may await him in the years to come. A must-see documentary, at times both joyously funny and achingly sad, Much Ado About Dying is a thought-provoking study of what it means to live and die with dignity. Next up, Boyfriends.
Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your. Let it. I show that I live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. And you said when no one's to be found, what keeps you inside, what takes you off your mind.
Habit, stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them.
Yeah, you better.
Take the time to recognize it. You won't leave me even if I tried it. You're the artist in the mess and have the loot in your hands.
I show that I live right, and I'm never gonna let.
At the beginning of the sexy 9-minute short Boyfriends, we meet Billy, a young gay man who eagerly checks his phone and paces around his apartment. He's waiting to hear back from his boyfriend Kevin, a musician who has been away on tour for 5 months. Upon his return, kissing leads to an intense, albeit clumsy sex scene that ends with profound declarations of love. Strangely though, after they're finished, Kevin asks if it's okay for him to use Billy's bathroom. We soon learn that something about this happy couple and their relationship is not what it initially seemed. A clever and surprisingly emotional short film from writer-director CJ Arellano, featuring terrific performances and incredibly hot lead actors, Boyfriends tells a bittersweet story about the desperate lengths we're willing to go to in search of a little intimacy. Lastly, Together Alone.
Look, Brian, maybe I was drunk last night, and maybe I slurred my words. And Maybe you were just tired and you misunderstood me.
Maybe there's something you're not telling me?
No, look, I once read somewhere that when you meet someone new, your brain switches into a visual mode, so it turns off the auditory. That's why people never remember your name. I mean, they hear it, but it doesn't connect with the brain because they're too busy taking in what you look like. What difference does it make anyways?
What difference does it make? All night long at the bar, your name was Bill. I called you Bill. The bartender said, thanks, Bill. Those guys next to us wearing the ugly Dayglow shirts, they called you Bill. I mean, come on. Wouldn't you be a little upset if you found out that my name was something different from what I told you?
Well, maybe if it was Betty or Sheila.
I mean, look, if I can't trust you to tell me your real name, how can I possibly ever trust you in bed?
Kind of late for that now, isn't it? Besides, I told you my real name. It's Brian, just like yours almost.
Yeah, sure, right. But what will your name be tomorrow or next week when I call to say that you gave me herpes, or next month when I call to say, I have syphilis, or next year
Brian, relax. You seem all bent out of shape over nothing, don't you think?
The long-lost queer indie film Together Alone has found a new life on Dekkoo. Shooting on 16mm black and white film in his own apartment back in 1991, with a budget of just $7,000, filmmaker PJ Castellana wrote and directed and produced and edited and even catered this bare-bones affair as his cinematic calling card while capturing a very specific moment in LGBTQ+ history. The film stars Todd Stiles and Terry Curry as two men, both coincidentally named Brian, who meet in a bar and end up going home together. Later, they start getting to know one another, spending hours talking through a variety of topics, including sexuality, feminism, role-playing, Emily Dickinson, and AIDS. A fascinating time capsule that celebrates the value of good dialogue and showcases what a smart filmmaker can do with a shoestring budget. Writing in the Austin Chronicle, critic Marjorie Barmagen called the film forthright and artistically accomplished. It went on to win numerous accolades, including the Audience Award at the San Francisco International Lesbian and Gay Film Festival, the Teddy Award for Best Feature Film, and the Best Art House Film Award at the Berlin International Film Festival. Now, the film is finally available once again, ready to be discovered by a whole new generation. Have you seen those films? Let us know in the comments what you thought, or follow us on Letterboxd, connect with other queer cinema lovers, and rate all your favorite gay movies. If you haven't seen them, watch them wherever you can find Dekkoo. Sign up for a free trial to get access to hundreds of gay films. Dekkoo adds at least 3 gay movies every week on top of its extensive catalog of queer classics, short films, and gay cinema from around the globe. Like and subscribe to our channel and join us next week for another new edition of Dekkoo Digest.